This one is nice. It knows what to do. Please don't be too strict. You're not going to give it a certificate. This earphone also has simultaneous translation. The sound is very clean. It's very good. Let's see what kind of fuss Aria will make when you cans. Hello, I'm Parisa. Welcome to another video with me. Today, we're going to review the R60i NC together and see what differences it has compared to the R50i NC, which made quite a buzz. Stay with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. First of all, let's open the box and see what the difference is with the R50i NC. It's the newest earphone from Anker that's currently on the market. And unlike the previous series where new features were always added to the Liberty series, this time they've been added to the I series. The R series, it has a user manual inside, which you can use to see how the control panel works and learn about charging it. And a Type-C cable, a USB to Type-C. And these are the earphones tips. It has 3 different sizes, and one is probably already on the earphones themselves. Extra small, small, large. This is probably the normal standard tip that's on the earphone itself. First, let's take a look at the case, its design, and the material of the body. The body material and design are about 90% the same as the cases, designs, and materials that Anker uses in its I series. It usually uses the same design style and body in its Liberty series as well. The quality is plastic, but I was expecting something better. Since the price of this earphone has doubled, in my opinion, the body's quality should have been better. The case is bigger than the R50i NC, which I consider a weakness, because if you look, you can see a lot of empty space in the case. The R50 NC had a good feature, a phone stand on the back. You could use it as a phone stand, but this one doesn't have it. I think it's a step back. Okay, let's look at the design of the earphones. The material is a bit glossier. Let me take this off. The material is a bit glossier. It also has a slight twist here, a small curve. It's something like a mix of the Liberty series and the R50i NC series. Let's put it in my ear and see how it is. When you put it in your ear and give it a little twist, it fits perfectly in your ear and becomes very snug. It doesn't move at all. I think these earphones are much better than the R50i NC. This is a better option. Yes, it's very good. Both of them fit very comfortably in the ear. Even though I think the ear tip is a bit big for me, it doesn't bother me at all. As usual for Anker earphones, first of all we have to install the Soundcore app, either from the Play Store or the App Store. Once the app is installed, you either create a user account or log into the account you've previously created. You granted the permissions, and let's go ahead and connect the earphones. First of all, we open the case, preferably turn on your device's Bluetooth. You tap the Add Device option and wait. It usually finds the earphones automatically. If it doesn't find them, you'll have to add the earphones manually. Okay, the earphones are connected, and now let's move on to the rest. As soon as your app connects to your earphones, a pop-up option appears telling you that these earphones have a smart adaptive noise cancellation. It adjusts the noise cancellation for you based on your ear's environment, meaning the shape of your ear. You need to put the earphones in your ears, and let's move to the next step to see what it does. Here, it tells you to find the suitable ear tip, the right tip for your earphones, and put them in your ears. Okay, let's go to the next step. Okay, let's check out the user interface. The user interface, when we open the app's interface, it shows us a picture of the earphones, the battery percentage of the right earphone, the left earphone, and the case. Okay, if we close the case should disappear. Here, it gives us some explanations so we can use the earphones better. It's exactly like the user manual, only here you can see directly on your phone detailed instructions on how to properly clean your earphones, check and monitor what their battery life is, and also learn what each of the different touch modes you use on these earphones actually does for you. In addition, you can also find out how to correctly place the earphones in your ears so that they fit in the best and most comfortable way possible, ensuring both a secure fit and optimal sound quality. Coming down, we have ambient sound, we have noise cancellation, and now you can, when we enter it, you can set your noise cancellation on 5 modes, from the lowest to the highest setting. And you also have a multi-scene ANC or ANC mode, which adjusts your noise cancellation based on the environment you're in. This means if you're indoors, it turns on transport for you. If you're outdoors, it turns on outdoor. The outdoor mode is such that if you're on the street, it lets important sounds through, like a car horn that you need to hear, but it completely eliminates noises like the sound of wind, the sound of, for example, a car engine, a motorcycle engine, sounds like that. Indoor is also for indoor environments, which you could say eliminates annoying noises for you. We have the normal mode, which doesn't have very heavy noise cancellation. I should put them in my ears. I can hear the noises, but I can also hear our cameraman, Mr. Reza, who is whispering. Okay, let's go to its transparency mode. I can hear the rain, but it's much clearer. I can also hear my own voice very well. The noise canceling is so cool. It's smart enough to know what to do. Further down, we have the wind noise reduction option, which is used when you want to talk on the phone. This means the sound of the wind around you won't be transmitted to the person on the other end of the line. We have sound effects where, as always, you can now adjust it to the music genre that you listen to most and adjust it to that style, so it works better for you. Here we can see what settings it has. There are more of them now. Like jazz, podcast, pop, R&B. And if you don't know which option to enable, it'll help you here. It gives you a test with about 6 choices. You choose from the 6 options which one you prefer. It will then adjust the settings for you based on your preference. Now, based on the choices I made in the test, it selected my preferred style, adjusted it, and saved it. From now on, it will play music for me with these settings. Arya went outside with the earphones so we can do the voice call test. Today in Gorgon, we have some nice rainy weather. The hustle and bustle of the city, the sound of cars, horns, motorcycles, and all of that combined. Let's see how the call test turns out. Hello.
Hello. Hello to you. And to all our dear viewers. You're hearing my voice from the street now, Ali Mohammadi Street. The weather is great. Cars are swerving around. How does it sound on your end?
We can hear your voice very well and clearly, without any wind noise. Now, the occasional horn comes through very faintly, but there's no noise or wind sound. How is it for you during a call?
Honestly, I can hear the noise of the rain, because it's very faint around me, unlike at the intersection.
My voice?
Wow, what?
Of course, we're talking on the microphone, on speakerphone, and I'm a bit.
A little. Can you speak a little closer so I can see if it's really because of the noise or not?
I'm closer now. How is it now?
No, yeah, it got a little better.
It's better now.
Talk a little more. Talk a little more.
We can hear your voice very clearly, even though the street is busy. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
6, 7.
6 or 7?
Yeah.
Thanks, Arya.
You're welcome.
The sound on this end was excellent. Arya is a bit strict, but if he says 6 or 7, you can add a point to that. In my opinion, it was very good on this end. Now let's wait for him to come back and ask him. Arya has gone outside with the earphones for a video call, and that's Reza. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? The sound is better now. I think the problem is with our connection. You cut out.
I didn't get disconnected. I'm listening. I'm listening to see how you sound. Go ahead and talk.
What do you hear from my surroundings? Right now I'm walking by a street. I'm passing by everything. A motorcyclist just passed by, but I've passed it now. How does it sound? Can you hear my surroundings?
Look, we can't hear any background noise. Your voice is coming through very, very clearly.
I can hear you very clearly too. Much clearer than a regular phone call. I think it's because of the poor quality of the Hamrai, Aval, and Iran cell networks.
That's very likely.
It's great. Yeah, it's okay. That's good. I'll give it an 8 or 9.
Thanks.
I'll be back then. Bye.
Okay, goodbye. The sound quality during the video call was much better than the voice call. Of course, the poor quality of the networks isn't without effect. And when Arya says 8 and 9, you should consider it a 9 and 10. When he says 6 and 7, you should consider it a 7 and 8. Arya, how are the earphones? Please don't be overly critical. We're not giving it a certification. It's just a normal earphone. But keep in mind that this is twice the price of the R60i NC.
In my opinion, it's not worth paying twice the price. I didn't like the shape of the buds at all. They don't fit well in my ear. If you have small ears, I don't think it's a good option for you. And for phone calls, it was just average. Well, not average, a little better. It was better than average.
Was it better than the R50i NC?
Honestly, I don't remember. I really don't. But in my opinion, for its price, it didn't deliver what it should have. For example, in the same price range, we tested the Liberty 5, and it was much better for calls than this R60i.
But in my opinion, it fit better in the ear compared to the R50i NC series. Let's check out the touch panel. We have 2 earphones, and each one gives us 6 touch functions, 2 for calls and 4 for general use. The good thing is you can choose from the options based on your habits or what's easier for you to remember. Single press, double press, triple press, and long press. You can select whichever you want. So with a single, double, triple, or long press, that setting will be activated for you. For example, for the right earbud, I'll set a single tap to increase the volume. Conversely, with a single tap on the left earbud, I'll set it to decrease the volume. So we can use it. The options it has are volume up and down, next and previous track for music, play and pause, and none. For calls, it gives you 2 extra options, which you can select separately for each earbud. A double tap can be set to answer. Oh, it can only be set to answer. You can't change this. For the left earbud, a double tap is only for answering, and a long press is for hanging up or rejecting a call. It's the same for the right earbud. The left and right earbuds function the same for calls. But here, I thought it didn't have voice assistance, but I see it here. A good thing it has is that when you want to tap it, it makes a nice stinging sound in your ear. You know that you're tapping it correctly. The outermost part of the earphone is exactly the protrusion that stays completely outside your ear, right here. You don't have to go higher or lower, or, for example, touch the bottom part. It's very straightforward. As soon as you bring your hand towards your ear, you touch it. Because it makes that dinging sound, you won't have to wonder if the touch registered or not. Let's test the play and pause function with it. With the right earbud, if we double tap, it will play or pause. Here's something funny. When I tap this to increase the music volume, it's like a sound hits from this ear to the other. It goes from here to here. Yes, when I decrease it too, it's like a sound hits from this ear and goes to the other. Let's go to the music test. I've talked about the fit in the ear before, and in my opinion, it sits very well in the ear. It fits well. Now, let's see how the music is. Okay, what should we listen to first? Talk to me. No, I can't hear.
You can't hear it all? You can't hear our voice at all, at all, at all?
Now let's change the music. The sound is very clean. It's very good. Let's listen to a Shaheen Najafi phone. I like its music. I really like its music because all the sounds are completely separated. You don't hear any extra noise. You don't hear any extra sharpness or boominess either. In my opinion, it's great. Let's see what Arya has to say when he comes.
Oh man, oh man. I don't want to be a pain, I don't want to bash it, but it has to be said. Anchor still has a big problem with bass. I don't know, the sound separation is great, noise canceling is great. Why can't they get this one thing, the bass, right? The only way you can really feel the bass a little is with the bass booster and the equalizer. I've tested it with almost all the profiles. I also tested spatial audio, and you can't feel the bass in any of them except for that one bass booster. But the rest was good. It was okay. It's okay in every aspect except for this one thing, the bass.
For charging the device's battery, we have a Type-C charging port, and I've mentioned in previous videos how to charge it. Preferably, don't connect it to high voltage and high power adapters for charging, so that you have a longer battery life. The battery life of this device, each earbud on its own, lasts 8 hours with noise canceling on and 10 hours with it off. The earbuds and the case together, if noise canceling is on, last about 40 hours, and if noise canceling is off, about 50 hours under standard conditions. And we can say the battery of this device has improved to some extent compared to the R50 NIC's battery. I think that's also why the case is a little bit bigger. The advantage of this device's battery is that with a 10-minute charge, it gives you between 3 to 3.5 hours of use.
For the gaming test, as usual, we'll go into the Soundcore app to the sound effects section, and from there, in the spatial audio section, we'll select gaming mode to lower the latency. We'll also set the ambient sound to noise canceling and see what happens. It was okay. Overall, it was very okay, and I can even say it was great, especially in the 3D spatial audio part. The latency, like many other earbuds, was handled very well. The audio ping was low, and the delay between an action and hearing the sound was very short. It was negligible and really useful for gaming. And about the 3D audio, I mean this. It's 3D in the sense that when you enter a place, for example, you can really feel which direction the sound is coming from. It was able to create that feeling in your ears very well, and overall, it was good. For gaming, I think it's a very good option.
And now for the main difference between these earbuds and the other R series earbuds. These earbuds have an AI feature, but it's not as powerful as ChatGPT or Gemini. You can't use it like them, but you can ask it simple questions. For example, the kind of questions you'd normally ask Siri or Google Assistant, and it will give you an answer. I'll show you. And another thing is that these earbuds also have real-time translation. You put the earbuds in your ears, and whether you want to watch a video, have a face-to-face conversation, or listen to a podcast or something, you start using the earbuds, enter the mode, and it translates for you in real time. It either speaks the translation in your ear, or it writes it on your phone so you can read it. Let's check this out together. Okay, the interface we have for our earbuds usually looks like this. We go back, and here. Here. If we tap here, we can use the translation features it has. There's a face-to-face translation and a contextual learning translation. Let's tap this. Now, what I was able to do was put on a YouTube video. It starts writing it down, and if you want, you can press this button and it will read it for you in Farsi. Another feature is its white noise, which is for people who have trouble sleeping or want to feel calmer. You go into this section, the sound. Here it is, white noise. You select it, and then whichever category you like. The sound of mountains, rain, and, things like that. It starts playing them for you. And now for the final words. 2 features were added to these earphones, which I think is the reason for the significant price difference compared to previous models. One was the simultaneous translation, which we've seen in higher-end earphones. This is the first earphone in its price range to have this feature. And the second one is the white noise feature. I'm not sure how useful it can be. I mean, whether this price difference is worth it or not. But aside from these 2 features, you could say its battery life has improved a bit, and the design hasn't changed much compared to the R50i ANC. Overall, in my opinion, it was about 20% better. And as usual, as Arya says, Anker always had an issue with the bass, but its sound separation and noise canceling were excellent.